Hey everybody, I'm up here with longtime NorCal region race director and official of many capacities, Ken Kurtz. We've been kind enough to have sort of a calm few minutes up here in race control, so we thought we'd come in here where it often is and can be really hectic, but it's quieted down a little bit. Some cars are getting worked on in the pits, some cars are getting worked on back paddock, which we're going to bring a bunch more action to you. But while we've got a couple of relatively quiet moments, we're going to have Ken give us a little tour of race control real quick. So we'll start over on this end with track flag. Ken, give us a tour of what's going on over here.
Okay, so up here we have track flag right behind us, and what they're handling is all the operations around flagging that go to the cars. So everybody in the cars have those their track flag phones on their dashboards somewhere located, and they're actually able to get live flag updates right from us right here at Race Control.
So if a driver's driving, instead of having to search and find a flag stand at night, they get to just see the flags right in front of them for each corner, right?
Yes.
That's really cool. Roman, let's see if we can get you in there and get a shot of how this app works. It's pretty cool. There's an operator at the switchboard, and they can just select any corner and then push another button and show which flag's going. Also, separate here, Ken, talk about what this big screen is here.
That is our nighttime illumination for the flags, basically. So we use lights now after dark because you can't see the light, the flags being waved anymore. So we use lights now, and he controls the lights for all the corner workers. So
really cool. Lots of technology up here, and let's move around. Let's see over here what's going on over here.
Okay, so over here, sitting off right back over here is Stacy, and she's working on violations. So she's getting all the reports coming in from pit lane and on track as well for violations.
Let's see if I can get a quick word here. Stacy, what's your biggest challenge through this 25 hours?
Staying focused and having fun.
Name of the game, staying focused. Lots going on. I think a lot of people oftentimes can think that it's as easy as throwing a green flag and that's it, right? So there's obviously a small army up here. Let's keep moving along. What else we got?
Over here we have Anissa, and she's handling all communications. So she's talking to all our corner workers. They're out there. They're reporting back up to us what's happening out on track. That information then goes back over to our flag control as well as track flag to update everybody as to what's happening from car incidents, and then obviously if there's an on-track incident, she's going to relay that information over here to Jerry, who's running right now as ops, and from there we're going to pass that information in and make things happen.
So it would seem to me that this headset, Anissa, could get pretty crazy at times. Talk to us a little bit about some of your challenges.
When it's quiet like this, when the drivers are having their best time, it's hardest for us to stay focused because it's so quiet. When things go crazy out there, then if it gets too crazy, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on because we've got 13 corners that we're dealing with. But that's what makes it so much fun.
Thank you, gals, for being up here and helping keep track of everybody. You guys are doing a great job. What do we got over here, Ken?
So right now we're right behind us is Jerry Kunzman. He's running ops. He's controlling all the safety action on track. So when we have to dispatch any safety vehicles, all that activity is handled right here. Jerry, do you have a moment?
Talk to us about, from what you're doing from this chair, what kind of challenges do you face that are tough for control to deal with when you're dispatching safety vehicles and trucks? And I mean, how does that work?
Well, it's all about communication. We have a whole numerous radios and laptops and tablets, and when things happen around the track, it gets extremely hectic, and you get different radio calls from different people, and it's very difficult. Like I'm getting a call right now.
Yeah.
We'll let you get that. Keep up the good job, Jerry. And then, looks like we got a couple of race directors over here. What's going on over here, Ken?
So we have 2 race directors on at any given time during the race. Their job is to handle all the violations, penalties, everything, and consolidate and assess, whether it is a penalty, if there's car-to-car contact, who's at fault, and then if there has to be a penalty associated.
So these are the guys that the teams don't want to hear from. Is that right?
Pretty much, you never want to hear from these guys. They're your worst enemies out there.
So on our front straight cam, when we see cars sitting in the penalty box, that penalty is handed out by these gentlemen. That right?
That is correct. Everything comes from here.
These 2 guys aren't doing the whole 25-hour. Are they? You got a team of guys on shifts? Is that how it works? Guys and gals, right?
Yeah, we have actually 4 dedicated race directors plus myself rolling in, floating to all the positions as needed. But yeah, we have 4 race directors who are splitting all 25 hours.
Talk to us about the challenges of race directors, because as we all know with rules in motorsports, it's written in black and white, but competitors and officials don't always see eye to eye on that. So what kind of challenges do you guys face in managing penalties and such?
Well, the biggest thing is that it's, there's always two sides to every story, and so you have to listen and be objective. And sometimes, what sounds as simple as cut and dry, hey, we spilled fuel, it should be a penalty, and then you find out maybe, hey, they had an equipment failure, it wasn't done with the intent to, because our rules are built around to keep everybody safe. That's not necessarily something that would happen where we should be assessing a penalty because a piece of equipment completely failed.
Sure. And then up here too, it's glowing red. There's tons of technology. There's over a dozen computer screens, and there's antennas and radios and stuff. I'm guessing there's at least one gentleman that's responsible for all the technology that's set up here. Who's that?
He does a lot more than just the technology. That's Robert Kinley.
Right.
Robert is doing everything. I mean, he's, for the most of the race up until just a couple hours ago, he was running ops as well. So he's doing that, and then he arrived here on Wednesday to get things set up. I mean, he worked his butt off for, last several days straight, and then, if it weren't for the fact that Jerry and I insisted that he actually take a break and go take a nap, he'd still be sitting up here right now.
And I know Robert personally too, and it's funny because he's kind of a big kid, right? He's still, all this technology is just toys to him, and he's the ultimate big kid in the sense that he gets to build fire trucks, right? He's done how many fire trucks has he done for you guys now, Jerry? Two fire trucks, and then you guys got tow trucks and stuff. So
I think he's rewired every one of our vehicles. I mean, he's rewired the tow truck a bajillion times because of failures and stuff.
I think we'd be safe to say that the only vehicle that NASA NorCal owns that Robert's not responsible for is the one that broke tonight. So I think it's safe to say that NASA toys are in good hands with Robert Kinley. So thanks for the tour of Race Control, everybody. And it's really cool to see that it takes a small army to make this event work. And you guys are doing a great job. All our fans following are having a great time. And thanks to you guys for making this work with us.
Thank you for coming up here. We appreciate it.